This is Jake Carini. You may or may not have heard of him yet because his content is trash. So much trash. And yet, he is covering the cutting edge of tech and the Marvel Universe, causing his channel to blow up at 24,500 subscribers, going from 180 a month to 44,000. But how did he do it? Because this wasn't the case until a year ago when he built a real-life Spider-Man suit. And a year before that, well, what even is this crap?
Here's the moment of truth.
Well, Jake found a format, and now each of his videos takes off.
I didn't forget your birthday.
Jake, honestly, you let me be Spider-Man for my birthday.
You're gonna build a Spider-Man suit that lets you climb just like Spider-Man.
He has like his own shop. He's gonna like DIY this, and he connects a friend to it. Every format has key factors, and there's one hidden in this Spider-Man video, but it's also hidden in this Cybertruck video. That's not a coincidence.
It was a real Cybertruck. Now I can't just go out and buy a Cybertruck.
Each video he comes out with, they're about things that people are talking about, things that they're excited about. Spider-Man, that was a huge trend. Everyone was talking about that, so he covered it. But you can't really cover Spider-Man on every video. That's the first problem Jake faced after this video blew up, because he can't replicate it, but he can. But what does a friend have to do with this? Because, don't you want Spider-Man to yourself? Or you can let your friends help you solve your problems. So what is it exactly they'll come up with?
You know the deal.
That is some great artwork, I must say. Okay, but why is he involving himself into so many of these shots? And each of them are doing something different. So every angle he changes it, and each scene change, he involves more than one of him. And not just multiples of himself, but his friends. In this video, it's Hunter. In the Spider-Man video, it was Garrett.
Because my friend Hunter is weirdly obsessed with the Cybertruck.
Tyler just seems to want to help all of his friends.
So cool.
It looks like an alien spaceship. I don't know about you guys, but this looks like crap. He is taking stuff out of his garage. Spare parts, wood, planks.
And lucky for me, I happen to have the remains of what used to be my beautiful Tesla.
And he included a past video of making a Tesla from the same trash supplies. Not only is he connecting storyline, but he is tying the trash format somehow.
My original Tesla build had a hand.
That was a nice ollie,
Which is
man.
great and all, but I am planning on having a real steering wheel in the Cybertruck.
I know nothing about any of this, so I trust you with what you're doing.
And we don't have a foot pedal accelerator.
One of the biggest problems in each episode is, how does he create something from trash, and how does he make depth within characters? Because it's just him and one other person, which is, well, I don't know if you guys have ever seen cartoons or the dialogue that they use, but are we going into the engineering DIY universe of Jake the cartoon?
I had one shot. Okay, you know what? It wasn't that dramatic. I just really didn't want to mess this up. To my surprise, it actually worked.
I'm lost for words and skills. I like how he's watching himself do this while he does nothing on the other side of the room.
Truck here. Things were going great until I realized something.
This is all I can do today, because I'm missing some pretty important parts.
Now, obviously, I need a second pair of wheels, which I thought I had, but I don't. And I also thought I had a steering assembly, but I can't seem to find it anywhere.
Something was definitely suspicious around here, but I didn't want to spend too much time trying to figure it out. I figured it'd just be a lot faster to get on.
His first problem was not being able to afford one of these, and now he is trying to literally put together this out of nothing. But how do you communicate putting that together in such a DIY format? I mean, every mailman literally tosses our packages. What does Amazon do? My packages show up ripped. He's adding the aspect of humor to something so mundane, and that way we get to see inside of his brain. It basically lets us know what his taste in comedy is, what the feeling of this cartoon video is supposed to be like.
Yo guys, I think someone's stealing parts from the garage. Have you seen anything? Oh, someone's taking your stuff, huh? That must be frustrating. I haven't seen anything.
He's just sipping coffee. Tea?
What was that? What happened out here?
He looks like he took the tires.
Thank you. You totally saved the day.
And I could have saved the day too, you know, it's no big deal. Can we get you anything?
Some water would be great. I'm extremely thirsty for punching so much. Oh, of course. Here.
Poor fourth Jake cartoon character boxing glove guy. He's so thirsty for the sponsorship of this video, because once Jake shows us so much substance of how is he actually going to pull this off, he continues interlacing the bit with the sponsorship. It really just feels like another cartoon character that he's adding into the story. Because it is a problem, we need to get these tires back, but we have to still watch the ad. It's a very immersive way of letting the audience know that there's a deeper world than just some boring advertisement where you're selling out. But everybody likes some jokes and someone who can add a little flavor into their videos.
Right on. Thanks.
No,
thank you, boxing glove guy.
Thank you, boxing glove guy. And then this dude. At least they got the tires back. But this red character is not the first time we've seen him. He actually was a villain that came out of the end of the tank video. It's okay, Frosty. I got you. Sorry you had to see that. The tank built of trash. It is the continuation of this red character being a menace in the Jake Carlini world, which really just adds a wholesome aspect to the entire coherent storyline that he's creating for himself on this channel. Something for the audience to really follow along with episodically.
You said no, now he's gone.
I desperately need some sort of seat.
But not that seat, because that seat is gross.
Oh, what is that? It looks all decrepitated.
Well, I'm not sure what the problem is here, but something isn't working.
That's a big backyard though. I really hope that he's able to fix whatever's going on, because that motor doesn't even look that complicated to use. Wow, he's going super fast. I would probably hit something and fall over. He did have a few issues going into it. He literally got the wheels stolen, but he gave us a rewarding moment. It felt lighthearted, but it also felt serious because the video is serious. If he can't make the truck, then why are we watching it? Almost like a relief to all of us because, Jesus, this looks like a big headache.
To rip around. Are you kidding me? It stopped working again?
And a relief in the tank video too. Every time he accomplishes something so big as to getting it to work, the audience doesn't even care if it looks proper yet, because all they want to know is it going to come true? So he gives us a montage and parallel storytelling too. And it goes pretty fast for just being trash. Something to look forward to at least.
Thinking about where I'm gonna sit, and I'm gonna need a super sick seat that's suitable for a Cybertruck.
So I've been thinking, do we really need another superhero around here? I need that chair.
Oh, did you see how his body just like flapped
This
over?
gaming chair was super cool, and
I don't think I've ever seen just a prop thrown across the room that's supposed to be the YouTuber themselves. But that's the way he's designing his language in these videos, and the language that his audience will remember him by. Whenever they watch something, that's the humor, that's the lightheartedness and promise that they expect as entertainment. Just like if this doesn't work, we're all gonna be let down.
We could just do the front with metal and do the rest with wood, spray paint.
How is he gonna get it to look like that for real? This is gonna be insane to watch, because that is literally just a sheet of metal. It looks like metal rods.
so I grabbed this big piece of plexiglass and cut it to the right size.
I would probably cut off my own finger.
Ooh, that's clean. And then I started cutting out all the sides that I needed.
I mean, I have to admit, if mine looked like that, it wouldn't. I mean, is it going to fall apart when he takes it on the street? It literally looks like a big old piece of aluminum.
Before I can put anything on here, I'm still waiting on my replacement motor. So there's really not much else I can do until that comes.
I mean, what do you even film at that point if you're just waiting for a delivery? You go to audience familiarity, because we all know that he does these bits, but it's an essential part to the video. He needs this to be able to make the thing work. Did you see him looking outside like a dog at the window? It looks like it's actually coming together, and he's getting that paint on it. I really appreciate how DIY this actually is. He's using spray paint literally in his backyard by a fence. How many of us have been in our backyards lately? Well, not me actually. I don't go outside much.
You know, working on the motor, and he walked in, and he was just not happy at all. He kept saying it was bad and that we were
Oh
doing
man,
it
why?
wrong, and
He's just getting yelled at like a teacher. But he's referencing another video, the motorcycle video, with a friend.
which I did not want to do. Yeah, so once I had the batteries, he like showed me how to hook them up and everything, and got it all situated, and then he just dipped.
Not only using parallel storytelling, but interweaving an essential part of that video into this video, so you would have to go watch that for that to make sense. Wow, look at that. It is looking like an actual Cybertruck. The shape is taking form.
And I had a bit of a realization while I was building this. Even though I was super stoked that I now had a Cybertruck, the end of an era is just a fancy way of saying the beginning of a new one.
We get another montage, but this time it's not just the pieces of wood. This time it's the actual truck. He's really showed us what this looks like from nothing as a DIY project into an actual Cybertruck. Just like he did in the first Spider-Man video that took off this series, where he allowed his friend to really use the suit. We were actually able to see it come to life, like we're seeing this now. It makes me wish I could do this with my friends, if I had it.
Yo, come outside.
Okay, I'm coming.
Sweet.
I'll see you in a second.
No, you didn't, man. Oh my god.
He's literally in the backseat. That's crazy. He gifted the Cybertruck to Hunter, he fulfilled the story of the DIY project, and he connected the storyline to the rest of these videos, which is why this format worked. But it's still trash. Except for Spider-Man, of course.